Hey everyone, I'm Masnad Nihit. I'm the lead engineer at Membrane Finance, where we're building Your-E. And today we're going to be talking about building with Your-E on Solana. So before that, let's briefly talk about what is Your-E. Your-E is a stablecoin, and currently we're in around 5 chains and coming on Concordium and Optimism. It's fiat-backed, so 1 Euro is always redeemable for €1, and is regulated by the FinFSA. So, so let's talk a bit about our on-ramp model. Basically, as a user, you need to do 2 things. So first, you create a mint instruction and send it to our Membrane backend. And at the same time, from your bank account, you need to send fiat to our customer account. And when we get the fiat there, we'll just mint Euro-E to your Solana wallet. Could be Phantom or anything. It's pretty much that simple. So our off-ramp model is pretty much the same with a little bit twist, is that first you create a burn instruction, and then you send it to our Membrane backend. And at the same time, from your Solana account, you send it to a specific client-specific burn account, which we'll provide pretty much. And when we see that the Euro-E has been there, and we get a notification on the Membrane backend, what we're going to do is burn the Euro-E, and then from our account, it's going to be sent to the client bank account, which is yours. And that's pretty much it on how on-ramp and off-ramp works. And let's talk a bit about how can you do this in our platform. So these are the steps. One is pretty much sign up with us. And next, when you get an account, you get to create your API key. And when you have your API key, you get a bearer token. And lastly, with that, you can pretty much use all our API endpoints. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of that right now. And let's start through. So I hope that is working right now. Let's see, 1 click. And here is our account, pretty much. And you can see some of the last transactions I made. What we're actually looking for is on the top right, which when we go in, we're going to see a place where we have the user settings with the API keys. And as you can see, I've already created 2. I'm going to be using 1. But on the bottom, there's a button which you can create your own API key and just use it. And we go to the developer docs after this. And here's a bit of introduction and how authentication can work. And you can see in the bottom, there's like a piece of code with curl. You can do it with Postman, doesn't matter. You just use your API key to generate your bearer token. Here are some endpoints and some examples that we have. And you can use any of the endpoints to get information. So as you can see this, then we have some things like get all of your account information, then get all of your mint and burn payment instructions, the one that you create. And what we're looking for is create a mint payment instruction. And we're going to be using this to create a mint to my Solana account. So from now we're going to switch to Postman. First, I'm going to pretty much authenticate myself. The URL is right there. And then you can see in the header, I'm going to be putting my API token. And right after that, I'll just send it. And it happens pretty fast. And here you can see I've received the bearer token. So all I'm going to be doing is grabbing the bearer token. And with that, I'll be using any of our APIs, and you can be using as well. So you can see here, I'll just paste the bearer token, and then we're going to get a list of all the supported tokens that we have. That's pretty much it. And next up, we're going to be creating the mint instruction. All right. So we're going to be minting 1 Euro-E to the Solana network and to my wallet that I've add it right there. And back, let's go check in my Phantom wallet. And here I'm adding my super secret key. And right now, as you can see, we have about 33 euros there. And back to the postman, where we're just going to send the transaction, which failed. I forgot to add the bearer token. And now I'm just going to add it again, send it. Takes about a second or so, and we're going to be seeing the payment instruction, well, the mint instruction that has been created. And that's it. It's been sent to the membrane backend. And right now, while that's happening, you can see the open transaction. And while the euro is coming, let's create the burn transaction at the same time. So here, I'm just going to choose the Solana network. And now I'm doing it in the UI pretty much. 1 euro E and the bank account that I am going to be using. And then just click burn. And while that is happening, let's wait a few seconds. Here, now we have 1 euro burn, and it gives you the address where you need to send the euro E for burning to occur. So what are we gonna? We're gonna pretty much send the 1 euro E that we have. In the Phantom wallet, as you can see, the euro E has arrived. And so we're gonna take the burn address that's already there and just send it to the destination. So sending that 1 euro E, pasting the burn address, putting in the amount, and send. And it's sending. So in the background, we're just doing this right now. And if we go back to the account view, so the main page, you can see in the open transaction, it's happening. So I refreshed it so that it gets complete. What we can do right now is take the transaction, put it on Solana FM. I'm pretty much using that at the moment, and select DevNet and paste it right there. It takes a while for it to update, but if you go down and just click the hash, you can see 1 euro E has been pretty much burnt. And that's pretty much it for our on-RAM and off-RAM. And while this is being burned, you'll get the amount that you have burned to your bank account. And next up, let's talk about a little bit of the developer information. Oh, it didn't change. Oh, no, it did. Perfect. So if you want to use your E and get started, you can scan one of our links for our faucet, and you'll be able to play with your E. And if you want to read about the developer docs that I've just shown, you can scan that other link. And if you want to open an account, you just head over to euroe.com or scan the link. And if you want to get in touch with us, our Twitter is Euromoney. Our LinkedIn is Membrane Finance, and my email is also on the bottom right. And that's it. Thank you, everyone.